Wait. So yeah, welcome. And this isn't just a normal run. We're gonna have our morning exercises because there's actually motion control. That's always gonna be a fun thing. First off, we're gonna delete this file. Who needs files, right? Anyway, I'm ready to go. Are you ready to go? Are we all ready to go? Yep. So countdown in 3. So first of all, we get a pretty cool cutscene. However, we're gonna skip it. Basically, volcano erupts, the Tiki's taking over, Donkey Kong is a little bit too dumb, and... classic beginning of the modern DK games. Let's go! So, you can see me do a lot of rolls already. Oh, missed a jump. Not too bad. Because this is actually the main way of movement. However, if we get Diddy, it will become a little bit more easier to roll around. Lost my speed, that's something this game likes to do. Now I can just casually play the drums. So we're grabbing some banana tokens for some shopping trips that we do later. But yeah, this is the reboot of Donkey Kong Country from the SNES. If you all know those games, they were pretty fine. Like the best of the SNES era, I can say, in terms of platforming. Any case, the reboots. It's a different studio. However, they get very true to the formula, although making it a little bit more forgiving since every character has 2 hearts instead of 1. However, that doesn't mean that this game is any easier. In fact, it may be even harder than the original DKC. And again, that's if you go for completion, because there are a few collectibles that you can get. You got the bananas already, which give you HP. There are the banana medals that you use for the shop. They make a return from DKC 2. There are the hearts. There are the Kong letters, which we are not getting. But if you get all the Kong letters in the world, you get a really difficult level. We will not be going for those, as this is the 80% category. DK barrels, which give you your partner and some more health. And last but not least, the puzzle pieces. They are really optional, and all they do is unlock concept art or other cool figurines. So I'm going really fast in this level because there is a global cycle. It's not this one actually, but it's also really tight. That we are trying to get this one, and we got it. Which means at the beginning of this level is actually pretty alright. Don't get it a lot. Finishing up this level. Wish I had a timer that I could see. And that's it. So this game has 8 worlds, where a few of them are, well, all of them have a theme, but one of those especially, World 4, well, wait and see. You can also see that the language is in Italian, or any other foreign language. This does not have a reason. It doesn't matter what language you play. However, I also speedrun the Wind Waker HD, and Italian is faster on that game. And since it's, well, the same system, you can figure out the rest yourself. So barrels make a return, especially in the next level where, oh man. We're trying to stay high in this level. It's unfortunate. Bounce of the frog. Leaves the frogs. Fire is something that's really difficult to deal with. You have to blow the fire guys out so that you can actually... Oh yeah, ending barrels. And that's really good RNG actually that we got there. To actually explain that thing, at the end of the level there's an ending barrel. And if you hit... There are 4 things that you can get. You can get bananas, you can get a coin, an extra life, which is a balloon, which is which has been the case in all DK levels, DK games. And you can get the DK thing that I just got, so that you can mash and get a lot of a random item. I concentrate here a little bit, but some of these are timing based actually. Yeah, we do need a lot of coins at the end of this game. Yeah, this level is almost entirely barrels. And I can just mash here, wait here a little bit. You also skip the barrel there. And this whole game is just tiny optimization, skipping, well, small parts just to make it a little bit faster. That's all that this game is all about. There are no glitches for those purists out here. However, there's one, I don't want to call it an out of bounds trick, but it's more an off camera trick. But that's more to do with being fast. Unfortunately, that's at the literal end of the run, so yeah, we'll definitely see that later. So we've done the first 4 levels already. Now we're going into 1-6. And if you know your DKC, and you love the minecart levels, well, you're in luck. Oh, jumped a little bit too early. Doesn't matter, I'm gonna pound this button. Made the jump, it's pretty precise. Let's have fun in a minecart. There are 2 types of minecart stages. The first one is the one we're doing now, where we're literally inside of a minecart. There's also the one where we're on top of minecarts and switch between minecarts. Those ones we'll see a little bit later. There are definitely some strats attached to that. I didn't get the banana coin, unfortunately. Like, we have way more than we should have here at the early stages of the game, so that's gonna be fun. We're getting a close-up. DK is a little bit scared, I guess. Hiding in his minecart over here. Get extra life. Yeah, this stage is essentially an auto-scroller for the most part. Some of these levels may be a little bit overwhelming with the amount of obstacles the game throws to you. And we didn't get Kong, that's too bad. But we made a jump. Jump at the right time, you can actually get those free banana coins over there. And that's it for the first world already, but not before beating the first boss. Got those tikis that are invading our island. They're taking over animals, I guess. And for some reason, the animals kind of want to give us a good pummeling, if you know what I mean. So we're gonna knock the instruments out of them. This is Mugly. We want to hit him as early as possible, so that we can give him a double hit. Not here, because he's going to transform into a second phase. Oh, give him another hit again. I'm going to do another attack, a different attack. I could just this way. Run again, and we're probably not gonna make it. If you're really fast, you can give him another hit there. Just give him the pummeling here. This was a really good boss fight. And throw this guy off in the distance in true modern DK fashion. So you know your monkeys, you know your forest. We're going to do something more relaxing of a world. We're going to the beach. Or the Piaggia. I wish I would know my Italian better. And yes, I'm playing this with a Wiimote and nunchuck. You can also play this with the Wiimote only. With motion controls, with only the Wiimotes. It's not recommended. In terms of platforming, this is one of the harder stages already. But there's a lot of stuff at the end that can go wrong. But it's still a pretty nice level to see. Did I really miss? Apparently I missed a jump onto him. So no skip. You can also use this guy as like a super high boost. It's really difficult to do. A lot of clever jumps over here. Oh, probably could have made it actually. So, roll off here. Use this guy to extend our jetpack actually. And that jetpack is actually the fault of Diddy Kong, who's giving us the jetpack. And a sequel came out to this game, Tropical Freeze, came out on the Wii U. And instead of just Diddy Kong, you have 3 partners you can have there. Diddy, Dixie Kong, and Cranky. And let's say that Diddy, both in the speedrun and the casual run, Diddy is... let's say that you only get him if you absolutely have to. Because he's just... The other ones are so much better. Dixie does the same, but it gives you a little bit more height. And Cranky is really good in pogoing, which definitely helps you during the speed run because it's the fastest form of movement everywhere. And the one tornado level, oh man. Definitely watch a run of that. You have the chance to. Yeah, these crabs are invading and we're gonna go into their fort. And climb the tower, I don't know why. They didn't really explain. There's not a lot of story to this game. It's just all your bananas get kidnapped and it's your job to get your bananas back. Pretty easy stuff. And unfortunately, as soon as you jump up there, this thing starts spinning. So there's no way to get an early cycle for that. But get a little bit of damage there. No problem. Because this is the end already. I guess it's going to be time for our second type of auto-scroller. And this is actually new to DKCR. And man, I wish... well, minecarts are already kind of a weird thing to transport yourself in, but this is actually pretty cool. Jump over this barrel because it's slow. And we're actually in a rocket barrel. I also want to give special attention to the music. Because it's just so good. I kind of want to try and go for most of the collectibles. Let's try it actually. You see the pirate ship in the background? They're pretty interested in us. And currently I'm literally just holding A, being at the top of the screen. And for the first part of this second half, the level I guess, you can just hold A and everything is going to be alright. However, since it is kind of oscillating and pretty RNG, I can't get hit here. And I kind of expect it to be it, as it's a marathon. But luckily the game spared me. I missed a puzzle piece. I think I missed another one actually. Now come out the big guns. And they shoot their anchor. Unfortunately, that anchor is still attached to the ship. Poor fellas. There we go. That was a pretty good... Yeah, that was a pretty fast rocket level. Now one of the more... it's actually not that awful of a level. The only awful part about it is that there's only one Diddy barrel and it's at the beginning. And I'm... Oh wait, this level... I can actually survive while keeping Diddy. Oh, well. Got hit already. That's nice. Mostly those jellyfish that that hurt me the most. Waited a bit there to not get hit by the cannon barrel. Oh, cannon barrel? Cannonball. Shout out to the barrel. Yeah, kept Diddy actually. In any case, levels are kind of easy, and it's... Well, next levels are actually the hardest ones in the first half of the game. A lot of high tempo, a lot of stage hazards that can screw us out of Diddy, and let's try and go fast for it. We might sacrifice Diddy, who knows? Might also bonk her head, who knows? Getting hit there actually wasn't that bad. I'm gonna be careful. Kinda want to keep Diddy for a little bit longer. Because with Diddy we can actually roll, and it's a little bit nicer for the wrists. A little bit of luck. I roll right under that. Unfortunately, I took damage. So I gotta be a little bit more cautious later on. Never mind. There are no more Diddy barrels, I believe. Too bad. Can't win it all. Where am I? Oh. Oh. Takes us back a massive while. I want to reiterate, this game is hard, and I don't think that there has been a deathless run thus far by anyone. Yeah, unfortunately the death has to be pretty early in the game. A little bit here. Don't make the same mistake. Aw, we died right before the checkpoints. That's the worst part about it. And that's the end already. However, losing Diddy, while a little bit slower, it's actually more advantageous to me because I actually only know how to do this level without Diddy. And in the last run that I did, I actually had to redo this level like 1,000,000 times. So far so good. So the special gimmick of this stage are those waves that are insta-kill if you get hit by those. I'm just going to be a little bit cautious with that. Because living is pretty great, you know. However, I'm going to be a little sissy. Wait up here. And now the cycles are, well, pretty much aligned perfectly the way I wanted to. Yeah, we're already at the end. So at least I didn't die in this level, which is pretty big reassurance for me. Time for the second boss. Via Barbacelle. I'm gonna try and pronounce all these names. Actually, never tried it before. And I'd like to believe that I know the Italian way of speaking a little bit. Probably not gonna be the case, but I try every time. So I have to hit, jump on their heads, do a stomp, so they turn around, and jump on them. Let me just miss it there while I was actually oh yeah, they do the free attacker. Because it is possible to do under waggles where your motions are just soft enough that it doesn't get registered by the game, which is annoying. This is actually the only part of the game where under waggling is a big problem. But they're gonna dance again. It's actually random whenever they raise their fist and or it floss, I guess. But there's no audio cue for that. Why it takes a while for yeah. It just takes a while, whatever. Right, time for the third world, which are the ruins. A lot of interesting levels, especially the fourth level we're gonna do. However, if you look right at the background of this level, you might spot an Easter egg. It's at the end though, so you have a little bit. Oh yeah, this level introduces chickens, birds. Oh, those birds were already a thing, but especially these chickens are new. These momentum switches, I guess. This section is also pretty interesting from a speedrunner's perspective. I got hit there. Could have damage boosted through that spiky thing. Do another damage boost right here. And then here in the background you can see Donkey Kong holding a Wiimote over his head. However, blink and you miss it. So we need to have 20 banana coins at the end of this level. We have 24 right now, which is good. Definitely good. Yeah, we're gonna get a lot more in here. This is one of my favorite levels. It's called Button Bashers. There's just a lot of interesting movement going on, especially towards the end. Even in a casual perspective, especially the end is really good. Yeah, so we're gonna get trapped in this room and there are gonna be 6 of these little birds. They're pretty good at it. You can get all of those and get banana medals by making a really big combo, which we did. Which isn't the easiest thing to do, it's pretty easy to mess it up. For this part, you got to know the timing, otherwise, well, you're gonna have a problem there. It's 4 buttons, pretty easy, right? No miss. a little bit earlier than expected. And here we can actually skip. We can actually skip a barrel that saves 2 seconds. It's so precise. We did it. Thank you. Climb the structure. And then at the end is something that when I saw this for the first time, I thought, wow, this game is amazing. There's this kind of a mini boss that we have to fight. Well, we just have to time our A presses. And here I fail on purpose, because it sets us up precisely enough. You can hit that. Get another banana medal, and we have 29, not too shabby. So instead of going to the next level, we're actually going to go on a shopping trip first. Getting the big key to actually access a different level. It's actually funny, the level that we're actually skipping is a throwback to the beach world, where we're gonna break down a pirate ship. Fortunately, not today. Instead, we're going to a level that's called Relic Ruins. Go underneath the shark. So try to do this damageless. Albeit a bit slow. Hey, sacrifices have to be made. And this is what I like to call Coin Alley. No. This one coin, not a problem. We already have enough for the next world.
Do we have time for a donation?
Do we now? Yes, we do.
We have a €10 donation from Nick saying, first time viewer, long time donator. This is an awful meme and good luck to Riek. Thank you for your donation, Nick.
Those memes are the best. So we actually sacrificed Diddy over there. Did a damage boost through the shark. Get there a little bit earlier, but now it's time for a level with a dearly beloved friend. That's only in a few levels. You may already saw a little glimpse of him. Yeah, my message is Rambi is love, Rambi is life. He actually has been a friend in the first 2 Donkey Kong Country games. And we're happy he's back, although he doesn't get that much of a lovely treatment in the modern games. Both casual and in the speedrun. Yeah, controlling him is pretty interesting. He is immune to everything except for fire. That's why there are a lot of fire hazards in this game, in this level. Well, in game. And he can also fly a little bit. If you just try hard enough. Like here, he just runs over this gap. Here again. That one was a little bit too wide for him. Oh. That's actually a jump I should have made, but... let's try it again. Jump over here. And the life that we lost. However, by the end of this run, we're going to be at like 50 lives if I don't mess it up too badly. So now time for Feather Fiends. 7. I don't remember, but this boss is full of RNG. So we're gonna hope that he gives us a really good pattern. So this boss is pretty unique. He has 2 phases, and after 2 hits, he's gonna activate his... Not where I was. His second phase. That's why I hit him twice. So that next time, hopefully I can hit him 3 times. Or not. Okay, that's unfortunate. We only hit him twice. He's gonna drop a nuke down right now, altering the playing fields. And I guess we're just gonna stand here. This is 1. He's gonna do an attack right now. And that's better fiends. Not optimal, good enough. And for that, I like to give him an ass whooping. Maximum hits you can get there is 20. So I hope you guys are ready for...
I hope you guys are also ready for a donation.
Are we now?
Are we? We have a 10 euro donation from Bromeister Box saying, rolling around at the speed of sound. Wait, wrong game. Another month, another BSG. Get ready for some BSG hype.
Well, we are rolling around. I want to introduce you all to Auto-Scroller Worlds. This is the other type of minecart that I was talking about earlier. Instead of being in the minecart, we're actually on the minecart. And there's a little tiny strat that we can use to speed this up a little bit. So we're gonna ignore that part over there. Just ignoring barrels is generally faster. Not gonna go for those bananas. Oh, they're actually blowing up the scave. Should I go for a hard strat? I hear yes, so let's do it. I want to go for that first barrel that we can get into. And I didn't. Oh well. But now I don't have Diddy anymore. And we lost half a minute, I guess. Because of that. Oh well. It was fun anyways. I'm not gonna skip the barrels over there, just because I don't have Diddy. In case something goes wrong. Okay, that's a little bit more than half a minute, I guess. In any case, I'm gonna skip the other one, I guess. Good enough. Get the G. And again, regain the lives that we lost. Second level, there's a lot of mushrooms in it. Probably where one of the designers of Ahead in Time got their inspiration from. But more interesting. This level has a nickname among the speedrun community. Up is always better. Because there are a lot of choices you can make in paths, and well, generally the upper path is a better one. Because it either rewards you with speed or with presence. There we can speed up the minecart a little bit by jumping on this front boss, I guess. Abandoned ship. After strain going along. This is an everyday task for a monkey on Donkey Kong Islands, believe me. Well, while we're in this auto-scroller lands, we can probably talk a little bit about the fun patch that's one of the developers of Ahead in Time that I was actually talking about. Nice jump. About earlier was making. So one of those developers is actually a Metroid Prime speedrunner, and he thought, hey, what if we can make like a level maker for that game? Oh, I keep dying in all of the bad moments. So yeah, he made like a whole level editor with that game. Unfortunately, the developers of Metroid Prime also made this game, and they're using the same engine, meaning that you can also edit like a lot of stuff in this game. So he edited the overworlds to give us like the best overworld for, well, both any percents, and give it what it does. It scraps the boring levels, it gives us the best levels, and even some levels that we don't do in any percent, like some temple levels or the sunset level. So we're quickly gonna do another shopping trip. Get another key. Then we'll open up another rocket barrel level. The mole train. Fortunately, the only runner that has done an attempt of that fun patch was me. And I have to say, while it's pretty difficult and challenging, it is pretty fun. So if you like this game, but it's a little bit too long for you, consider trying out that the fun patch. It only has one auto-scroller level, and IMO is the best level of his worlds. This level is definitely something that this game does best. A lot of things happening at once. The backgrounds and the foregrounds tries to distract you from everything else, and with collectibles, obviously. Some collectibles only spawn if you get all the bananas, like that, in a set array. So what kind of wicked world is this where trains go on roller coasters? Maybe you should be happy with that train crashing and all. Okay, there we go. More banana medals, amazing. With only 3 levels done, it's time for the boss already. This boss has there's a few pretty cool skips. However, you do need Diddy for it. For some reason I was kind of scared that I didn't have Diddy. Then again, every boss has a DK barrel, so it's not that big a problem. So he starts with throwing stuff at you. Over, we can immediately jump to him, skipping that phase. Once again, a killer combo. Getting a lot of banana coins. 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that's the other skip. Some of these moles disappear like immediately. Like those two. Normally they give hearts. 4, 5, 6, 7. Jump again. This way we don't have to worry about him throwing, or them throwing pickaxes at us at all. A little bit too early. A little bit hearts. That's it. And this is the last phase, so we don't actually have to jump right now. Now it's time for the final mole. It can be a pretty annoying fella. It's random where he comes out of. Oh. More hits. I want to go for the 22. This is probably a 21. 20. One day, one boss. Alright, this was the first half of the game. We're now entering the second half. And also the more challenging half of the game. But the next world is 6 levels, which is double that of World 4, and 3 of those are insanely hard. I'll probably do it as deathless and die on the easy levels. Like, it's a marathon. Anything can happen. So, get hit here on purpose. I didn't get the Diddy Barrel. Shouldn't be a problem. Okay. Well, good on them. I died. The moles did everything wrong. There are a lot of pretty cool... Oh, I didn't jump high enough? Pretty cool new elements in this world. There's, well, fines. Fines are always fun. And... fines that try to eat you. That's also fun. Also a daily challenge that gorillas have to struggle with. One. Don't actually have to wait. Can wait longer. Or I don't actually have to, like, count. But if you go immediately, you will most definitely not get that fine. So. The next level is kind of a hit and miss level. Like, you get a lot of damage there. That's mostly for damage boosting, since there are a lot of Diddy barrels there as well. I believe 4 even. Oh, they're for the moles, not against me. I know! Hey, in the... Like this. This is a swaggy jump. Made it. Nice. But in the long run, we're saving the animals. You just don't know it yet. They've taken control of over all the animals with hypnosis. I know it's kind of a far-fetched story, but it's true. It's true.
So it appears that not only the chat, but also the donation is against you. We have a €1 donation from Bad RNG saying, "Nice, Riek, you had a lot of momentum on that train. Good luck to all the runners."
Yo, thanks, Bad Pun 8. Karma! I couldn't even jump. This is still one of the easier levels. Nice, immediately got hit. pretty cool. You could just like waltz through. Go over here. And you can do that same jump as in the beginning of the level. But it's insanely more difficult, so I'd rather not. Okay, this is where the hard levels actually begin. So watch me take a little bit and actually not die. Anyone kept a death counter? Yeah, because I think it's 5. I'm gonna make it interesting. €1 for every death. Here, do it. It's 5 right now. Our friend the Victorian Gamer is actually gonna keep track of how many deaths I have. Get under there, yes. There's some speedrunning, or ILs I guess. There's a lot of insane stuff you can do while in this level, especially a little bit later. Yeah, right after this part. I'll skip that barrel. Get hit there on purpose. 6. I'm gonna play it safe. Stay on this platform a bit. Otherwise what? I would have saved 0.8 seconds or so. Well, so far it's free for free in terms of death per level in this world. And out of those 3 levels, the next one is going to be the hardest one. This is also Punta di Dipidi, which is the hardest one. It's tipping totems. And so long as you have Diddy, meaning so long that you don't die, it's actually going to be a walk in the park. So the question actually is, where do I lose Diddy? Here? I'm actually surprised I didn't. I'm gonna lose it like in this section or so, right at the end. Oh, here in Pain Alley. I like to call this area of the map Pain Alley, since there are a lot of things that can hurt you. And that's the pain hippopotamus. You can normally hit that guy at the sides. And when that happens, well, you're gonna lose some HP. Okay. For some reason I still have Diddy, which is a miracle. Oh, and after this part, these are the fun hippopotamuses. Hippopotami? Whatever the plural is. This is the hardest. It's actually possible. I'm playing wireless. Alright. This one is difficult for a different reason, since there are a lot of precise button timings. Oh, you guys really hate me, do you? I mean, hey, this is for charity. This level is mostly memorization. Like, where can you go fast? Where do you have to wait? Like half a second. That was close. That was a fast trance. And getting another life. I didn't even lose a life this time. Amazing. Oh, 3 for 5. However, if anyone ever has played this game and there's one level that you will always remember, it's gonna be this level. Because, well, just look at the level and judge for yourselves. Also, if you have arachnophobia, you should probably look away. Also, I keep messing up the movements. Messing up. I keep doing the wrong movements here. I didn't make it. Yeah, there are a lot of tiny spiders following you. Luckily, or fortunately, we're fast enough that we don't even see them. But unfortunately, there were damage boosts over there. I believe we get a new Diddy barrel, but I'm not... Oh, we're too far for that. Nice. I believe this boss is at the beginning of the level. That's unfortunate. Should we say hi to the spiders? Ah. That would be slow. Yeah, that's the correct movement. Go underneath those purple spiders. Yeah. Missed that again. There's also some different movement that I should be doing. Yeah, sweet. Now I can actually damage boost and remain having Diddy. Even though I almost lost him there. Amazing. Never mind. Oh, there's this barrel, like off screen, and previously runners actually thought that, oh, we just wait here for 2 seconds. But no, you can actually press A and instantly go out. It's a free 2-second time save. We didn't even have to see the spiders at all. So time for one of the more interesting bosses, which actually is a pretty good boss fight. Manga Ruby or Fuga Drakeruko? Don't forget Diddy. Diddy is important here. So, to damage this guy, you have to make it light by hitting all of the switches here. Now he is, well, he's static. Monkeys don't like to be hit by electricity. And we have to repeat that like 3 times, or 2 more times. And until he's here. Oh, I missed. There we go. That was a pretty right Manga Ruby. And it's this 22. That's even less. I should probably just quit beating up the Tikis. I should chat against the Tikis, by the way. Like, only the moles, okay. Poor moles. And now starts the... Well, then I won't see me die in this stage. Which totally will not happen. But on a more serious note. Why did I not die there? Okay. Like this thing. Oh. Kept having to get to another platform. Roll beneath that guy. And use his hat as a platform to do this part pretty fast, and then proceed to do this part really slow. Story of my life. This is actually a pretty challenging platforming level, and I'm just gonna do it this way. Oh, banana stacks. Good enough. Good for almost one life. So, who likes minecarts? I'll see a hand behind the tech desk. This is actually one of the more brutal minecart stages. Since obviously it's at the end of the game. There's just a lot of stuff that if you don't react properly, it will demolish you. Again, special note to the soundtrack. The end of this, oh man, it's so good, it's so good. Like you have to hold A there, otherwise you're gonna jump against that pillar over there. Again, there's a lot of stages ever transforming. Like you have to keep track of everything, but the biggest sinner is this bird. I always try to jump over it. You have to have really good timing for that, so I just go under him. Just easier in my opinion. And all of a sudden we're inside this giant deck. Which is getting more difficult by the, by the rotation, I guess. And that's the end already. I can see the hosting station already laughing, so I'm awaiting a meme donation. Oh, too bad. In that case, time for a pretty technical level as well. There are a lot of cool skips and techniques that we can do over here. Not in the beginning, unfortunately. Let's see, where are we now? Like, I know the different sections of this level, but I don't know the correct order of those. So we're just skipping all of that. And here, you can actually do is roll off and bounce. Okay, that's fine too. Now this is a whole puzzle stuff. Unfortunately, we don't actually have to do that puzzle. We can just roll into there. Speed trick that not a lot of people know about. And a little puzzle over it, which we actually have to do. Wait for. this guy. Oh, we're gonna climb this thing and do another one of those kamikaze thingies. Oh, 4th level is probably the spiky ball level. And the spiky ball are pretty annoying. Oh yeah, a mechanic you probably didn't really see before. You can blow. And it's actually most useful on flowers and other small stuff and whatnot. It's not really a main mechanic. Like in the run, you use it a few times, but that's about it. And we're just gonna damage boost through this guy since there's a decay barrel over here. And we have to wait for anyways. Make those cycles like pretty damageless, which is pretty nice. This guy, gotta wait here as well. What? I was gonna lose Diddy there. Jump over these. Okay. This might be a problem for the later part of this. Yeah, this is gonna be a problem for the later parts. I was waiting for this guy to raise his neck. Since, well, he likes doing that. Okay, we are gonna take it slow here, wait for that guy. So we can damage boost through this rock. Because waiting for him is actually pretty slow. And I'm gonna do risky strats again. Well, you know what happened in that auto-scroller level. It actually paid off. If that rock hits you, it's instant death, even with Diddy on your back. It's easier with Diddy, but it's barely possible to do it with just Donkey Kong. Alright, and then this level. It starts off pretty hard, especially this beginning part, with all these enemies here. Like, I've had so many deaths that are just plain unnecessary. Once you have Diddy, everything is going to be smooth sailing. Again, I'm liking the motion controls. So wait here. Oops. Not rolling there, unfortunately. Hopefully. Not jump too late there. Nice. Okay, last section of the level. There's this giant boulder of death following us. We kind of have to wait for it to clear a path for us. Whoa, we have 74 banana medals. That's 34 more than we actually need. Oh, we... Here. And again, that's the end of this part. So let's fight the final boss of the Kenjin. But oh no, we can't. We have to do 2 more levels, unfortunately. just skip a lot of the hazards over here. Fines. Pirate thingies. Oh. Didn't do that optimally, but good enough. Yeah, so we do have to wait on these cannon hatches. He again didn't get the K. Second one. I feel safer that way. Yeah, this level likes to play with your hats a little bit. Yeah, I waited a little bit too long. Actually, I shouldn't have waited at all. Oopsie. Make that 8. Okay. Then I mentally blocked one of the earlier deaths, which is also fine. Guy, you can just go instead of waiting for it. It's actually one of those troll hatches because you have to go back. Yeah, got hit there. For some reason, it's super easy to get hit there. And the last one will probably give me a few problems as well. I have to remember where each barrel goes, and it's for some reason I just never get an order in my head. We'll probably die a few times here as well. I wanted to roll off that, but I probably under-wiggled. Again, with the amount of motion controls that you have to do here, under-wiggling is a serious problem. Yeah, at least this game is still fun to play, right? Right. And don't force it. That got me killed like a few times already. I'm gonna take it easier. Sorry for the speed purists out there. And this one is right. I know that much. So finally, we found our way through this detour. Now it's time for the next boss, who they named Altura Tuse Broncillo. Or in English, it's called Fugly. Might have heard that name before earlier in the run, where there was this one boss who's called Mugly. Well, he is a big brother. A little bit more dangerous. This is one of the longer boss battles of the game, but he's totally... like, he has a set pattern, so we always know what he's gonna do. Except for this part, where it's RNG if he's gonna walk a short distance, medium distance, or long distance. That was a medium distance thing. And the nice thing about this boss is, where if you are short one heart, at 95% of the time, I should say 98, he will give you a heart. What a nice guy. So he breaks all of that down for a second phase, and he gains a new attack. The reason why we do it differently for this boss is because he has that lethal scrubs on his back, so we can't always attack him. However, instead of doing that, We hit him like right before the wall. Yeah, that was short again. We hit him like right before the wall so we can give a push in, which is the fastest we can do to him. Jump again. I'm gonna shoot fire right now. And he's gonna charge. And because of the reason that he gives us like hearts, like 100% of the time. Excuse me. It's actually the damage that we do here. He's shooting a fireball that normally splits in like a few ways. By just tanking that fireball, we're saving like 8 seconds with that. In an otherwise insanely long damage boss fight already. Okay, that was a short walk. That was good RNG. So it's gonna jump. Guessing he's gonna do the fireball right now. Yes. And final hits. Apart from the medium RNG, this was a pretty good boss fight. And we only hit him once. I didn't pay attention. 111, that's not too shabby. And now it's time for my favorite world, which has a few of my favorite levels ever. The factory. And it has a factory theme from the original Donkey Kong Country. However, this is one of the levels that this game became most known of. The monochrome levels. And if you look at the background, there are a lot of Easter eggs. Like, you can see the skull from Pride from Metroid Prime, or the Metroid series in general. There is the original Donkey Kong level. You can see Mr. Game & Watch in the background over there. There's a lot of Easter eggs that the developers put in just to like please us. Like Metroid, Game & Watch, original DK. We're even gonna play a little bit of Mario Kart later on. Right here. Yeah, there are like 4 or maybe 5 of these monochrome levels in this game. In the speedrun we can only do 1, which is a bummer. Okay, we passed that tiny thing, which is good. Oh, we don't really need to wait for those. More nano coins. How much do we have of those? We have higher level, the one in the beginning. We actually might have 3 or 4. Like, not for a fact it's not gonna be 5. And then in its favorite world there's this one level that I really dislike. I can never find good strats for it. Always just skipping through, trying not to die. Like, I normally always get hit by that thing or fall in the pit because it's closest right in front of me. Like that. Oh well, needed to get hit like anyways. But there's something with a chicken and a fast rat that I possibly could have done here. Skip that. Gonna go through with the damage boosts. In a very specific spot. Beat that over here. And lose Diddy over here, which is really unfortunate. What do you do about it? Except go slow. even the section where you can go a little bit too fast, which in a speedrun is never a problem going too fast, except, well, here I guess. So, time for a final shopping trip. For this trip we need 40 banana medals. We have 95, which is more than enough. And instead of only the key, we're also getting a banana potion for a level later down the road. First, we're going to one of the longer levels, not per se of the game, but of this world. However, we're skipping that one, and we're going to literally the shortest level of the game, if you don't count the rocket level we're going to see later on. Did I spoil something? Oh. Or it is super slow, because we have to wait for these things. Optimal cycles. Oh. That was close. So you can probably see why this level is called Handy Hazards. And a lot of skips that we can do. Just make the level a little bit faster. Your hands. I was waiting there on purpose because I knew that I would have to wait anyways. So mash A here, get the early cycle, and that's it already. Okay, so now this is the only part of the game where this actually happens, but instead of circle levels, the math squares are actually square. And there's actually more to it. There's like a button hidden in each level, which you also need to press and find even. And if you don't press one of those buttons, or forget, or well, whatever, you have to go back and find it, because otherwise you can't progress through the game. So, yes, we're gonna hit all of those. See if we can, like, go through. Nice. Oh, that's actually something that never happens with... You're right, it wasn't per se slower. So you probably saw this banana arrow already. Pointing downwards. So now we have to wait here. There's a heart in that little water face to the right there. In case you need a heart. This is the first of those switches that I was talking about. Which I'm actually gonna get right now, because there are no more Diddy barrels. Especially here, you can do this part really fast. Unfortunately, also really a gamble, because you're not always gonna make the jumps that you're gonna do. Like, I already calculated something. 10, I know. I already calculated something awful right here. So, we're gonna do it the slow way. And I lost Diddy. Yeah. I jumped. Did I jump from here? Oh no, it's this platform that was supposed to jump off from. Really? Oh well. So, my question was, why didn't I die in the beginning? Why did I die just then? If this is gonna be a 143, I'm gonna be mad. Unfortunately, I can't do it any faster than this right now because I need Diddy for this. And I have 2 hearts. I can actually damage boost that guy. Now I didn't even get an extra life. Too bad. Okay, so the next level is called Switcheroo. And disclaimer, it's my favorite level of the entire game. Movement is slick. It's a pretty cool damage boost in there. And the location of the button is like really, really... Well, blink and you miss it. Because you have to actually go back for it. Oh, and the gimmick is that you have to press a button to, well, all this kind of stuff. I have to press this switch, go back all the way over here, and that's where the second button is. We do need to hit the switches though, so otherwise advancing is going to be a problem a little bit. I jump here, kill these electricity thingies over here. Low jumps, otherwise I would have died. Damage boost over there. Fortunately, he did make the jump. Get that hard over there. Kill these chickens. They're not real chickens, they're bombs. So we're still saving the animals. Yeah. You need to add another one. And then, if you love your music, you can definitely appreciate this level. Not per se because of the music itself, because this whole thing is music coordinated. Wait here a little bit, otherwise I would have become a pancake. Pancakes are delicious, but yeah. Wasn't necessary. Cool. I'm gonna kill this guy. And I have to read exactly the hammers as they're coming down. Doing some fire passes. I can go. Couldn't have used the jetpack over there, but whatever. There's a heart over here. Pretty nice. And this is where the final button is. Before I forget it. That would have been a waste. Then the hardest part of the level is right here at the boss, at the end. Wow. Getting hit because of that. Jump. And that's it already. Just getting blasted up there by those hammers. It's actually a cool thing. They should have like done more of it. Of this game and in Tropical Freeze. So by pressing all 3 of those buttons, we unleash the rockets. Yes. And it's only a small rocket, which is kind of a bummer. Yeah, we are getting a lot of bananas over here. Also, it's vertical rather than horizontal. There are only 2 stages of this. Both are in the required path. The other one is right at the end. Like literal end boss material. Interesting decision. And this, no, not yet. Almost made the same mistake. And bananas! A lot of them! With that rocket we went all the way into the clouds, but essentially we just went all the way up this hill near the real factory, where I actually have to go. And then we're gonna fight the most RNG unfriendly boss there ever is in the whole game. So, first of all, he's gonna walk really slowly. However, in a second walk back, or next walk, whatever you want to call it, he can be a little bit mad at random moments. So it's kind of a gamble. When is he gonna be mad? In the beginning, middle, the end part, because you have to pass him either way. So for here, it doesn't matter. I can just stay in this corner and I will be safe. Oh, amazing. Rather than trying to crush me immediately, first thing he did was getting himself vulnerable. Also, it's a chicken in a giant chicken costume. Amazing. Is he gonna be mad? Can't be mad right now. Hello, Mr. Chicken? I'm confused. Okay, this is what I mean with the bad RNG side of it. Because he's just doing stuff. So you can tell if he's actually gonna hit you or not. Which, because he spins, he actually is. Oh nice, we got a heart. And I hope he's gonna jump immediately. Yes. Oh. I read him incorrectly. So now he's flying in this thing of his. Dropping 6 chickens. Yeah, so there is a way to get like on top and give him some more into it, which basically is a quick kill. Unfortunately, it's a really hard trick, and I've never been able to, well, get up there like that. Yeah, this is the final boss that we're going to give a pummeling. And we're going into the final world of the game, World 8, which is the volcano. And unfortunately, if you like this monochrome lab, I forgot to put on the banana juice. Oh boy! Believe it or not, it's faster to go back and put on the banana juice because, well, it it speeds up the level by that much. There we go, now we're golden monkeys. Yeah, that banana juice just gives us extra hit points, which we can definitely use in, well, places like this. There are a lot of fireballs, a lot of damage opportunities. However, I do like to conserve it a little bit. Like, don't be a little bit too careless with it. Waiting a little bit for this fireball to pass. Be fine. Fine. I want to go into the cave area with at least 3 hits left. Which... well, the cave is here, so that's actually perfect. Well, almost fell in there. That would have been bad. I could have been a little bit more careless over there. Good enough. Good enough. So, 2 more vehicle levels coming right up. The first one is the... whatchamacallit? Minecart. Second one is a rocket, and both are, well, they're really difficult. And if possible, I would like to conserve Diddy, because there are no Diddy barrels in both this level and the other one. Oh, we actually started the rocket level, my bad. Oh yeah, new strat. Actually go above these fireballs rather than below. Again, you can see 4 hearts up there, but it's still a 1-hit KO. And now are these fire dragons over here. There are strats for them. So these two stay up a little bit, don't get hit by this fire dragon. That's the hard part. Except don't die here. All these narrow passageways. Oh, that's a rocket level. Assuming I don't mess up the final jump. Good enough. Okay. I wanted to get the top minecart right there. Fortunately, that didn't want to happen. Yeah, this level is mean with all the obstacles that I throw your way. Like how you're supposed to dodge. Oh, we actually passed it, didn't we? Yeah, we did. And especially here, where we have to do a little bit of climbing. Or, no, first of all, dodging all those fireballs, which fortunately I lost Diddy. I hear some intense riding behind me already. Now we actually have to do a Diddy-less, which is more awful. So I only have one chance for this. I have to jump as soon as possible there. Otherwise the fireball would have hit me. Yeah, this should be the hard part. It's still unfortunate that we lost Diddy because he will be a gigantic help in the next level. Now we have to wait for obstacles. Salto bombing basalt. That's the original level name of level. Yeah. Waiting casually for that thing over there. Okay. Those more lava-colored stalactites over here. They actually go or submerge into the lava. They actually hurt you. Like right when it comes out for like a second or two. But you want to be careful with those. Oh. That one was rogue. Or this tower a little bit. For that thing also submerges in lava. Okay, this is especially where I wanted to have Diddy. Oh, whoops. Made it. Wait a little bit here. Take it easy. Barrel over there. Yes. If you have Diddy, you can just easily speed through this level, even though I waited there for a bit. Okay. Make this thing a little bit slower. Because I kind of want to keep my floating abilities, like, right here. That's this obstacle right here. There's another one. Yeah, definitely. Okay, we should be good right now to just tank it to the end, which is right here, actually. Time 137. Not gonna be PvP based, but definitely underestimate, which for this game is an achievement. Yeah. Okay, alrighty. This level is special though, since at the end, I spoiled it a little bit earlier in the run. At the end of this level, there's a giant out of screen trick. Off the screen trick. Oh, darn, I got hit already. That's really unfortunate. Because there's like, are there parts? No, they're not. Okay, so I have to do this first part without taking damage, even though I normally damage boost at the end. It's gonna be a thing. But it would be really cool if I would be able to show this off in a marathon. And I can't. Huh. That's highly unfortunate, but the basic idea is at a point, I would roll off the right side of the stage, and I would basically get the ending barrel all in one go. Because if you can actually see it, this whole building structure thingy, tank is hit, I guess. Yeah, this submerges and the barrel is stationary. We're just getting closer. Yeah, that wasn't a thing. Alright, the last level. I don't believe we get a Diddy barrel in here. Do we? No, we don't. Aw, that's unfortunate. Whoops. I could make the cycle cider. Okay. The last checkpoint of the game. Well, the last biggie checkpoint of the game. And it's over. But no! Magically, we're getting platforms. Could have jumped up there, but I didn't get a high jump out of that. Okay, don't jump immediately. Yes! There are projectiles coming down. Well, I've died from these, well, my fair bit of times. Unfortunately, I got hit already. Guess I was a little bit too quick, or yeah. Jump over. And that's the end of the level. And with that, we're going straight to the final boss, Tiki Tong. And it off right there, which, yeah, my PB is a 142.57 or 59, which is barely a sub 143. Well, we're not going to be able to hit that anymore, but up 145, maybe if the RNG is good. Probably not going to be. Yeah. So we get a cutscene, then we have to go all on top of there. Obviously going to skip it because we're speedrunners. So, last obstacle, barrel thingy. This one is actually pretty hard. There's like so much that's happening at the same time. Like right here, for some reason there are these 5 hot air balloons that we can just like play games with. Also, a lot of bananas. Because luckily this rocket, like the Victorian game already said, is banana powered. Banana fueled even. There. Gently go around that thing. Boy, if I made my share of problems there already. Yeah, that's it. All day. And it's time for the final boss. We've seen him like a million of times already. It's Tiki Tong. And obviously it's not Andros or Godon from Wind Waker or Bongo Bongo from Ocarina of Time. Or that one boss from Mario 64 in the pyramids. Except the hat, maybe. Yeah, this is totally an original boss. Oh. Okay, we're losing Diddy here. Nice. Anyway, that's his hands. And now he's going to be able to hit him. From here on out, it's RNG. When we can hit him, like immediately, he's going to do 1 attack, he's going to do 2 attacks. He's going to do 5 attacks. Whichever comes first, I guess. Gonna attack him now, and time is coming soon. Now, by now? Now. Aw, barely. We were so close to a sub 145. But hey, for a marathon, this was pretty decent. So, how much did I die? Twelve times, okay. Oh, I expect a pretty cool donation from me in a little bit. Also, this cutscene is amazing. You just punch the moon down, and all the animals are out of the hypnosis of the tikis. And, well, the animals are saved. Yes. In any case, next up is Indy, our boy with the Addams family. Gonna defeat not one, not two, not five, but all of the bosses. Oh, there are five. I just got informed. So yeah, this is gonna be it for now. Thanks, and enjoy the rest of the marathon.